Today I'm going to talk to you guys about how I started 20,000 layer capacity in the Volta Region Central Tongu District. As from my previous video when I've explained to you guys how I constructed 20,000 layer capacity in the Volta region. So we've decided to use automatic feeding system and also use automatic drinking system. It's a deep lister system. I know most people use this kind of system for broilers and things like that, but we are going to use it for layers. The reason being, we're gonna use this kind of system because we don't want a lot of people coming into the shed during the feeding process. I mean, having a 16,000 layer burst in here is a very hard job for people to be feeding them manually. So we decided to invest in this kind of equipment over here for the birds to be using. So this is the feeding pan over here. So basically what will happen is there is a hopper at the end over there. So we are going to pour the food into the hopper, turn the system on over there. This is a control panel over there, as you can see in the video over there. So that control panel is what is going to be controlling the feeding system over here. So as for the water, we don't need any electricity for the water. It's just a plumbing work. And then there's a water source at the back over there which has been connected to this. And you can see, even right now, as soon as you touch the nipples, you can see there's a water coming over here which the birds are going to be drinking from. This doesn't need electricity. All what you need is a very good water, and you must make sure that wherever water you start for the breeding, you use the same water for the birds when they grow up as well. So we've got a very good water system over there, which is nicely done, which is the one that the birds are going to use, and it's already connected to the drinking system over here. So as I was saying, come with me, Dennis. So as I was saying, we've finished this particular shed. Is completed and it's ready. We are waiting for the birds to arrive. So the next thing we have to do is we need to clean this place, sanitize the place, and then get our sawdust on the floor. When it comes to the brooding system, we're not going to leave all the birds around. What we're going to do is we're going to make a very, very simple and nice breeding system for them. And then when the birds are 28 weeks or wherever, 28 days after that, you can actually put, we're going to open them for them to start using this system. So then it's coming to me. So this particular system over here is going to be 16,000 capacity over here. One may ask, why do you want to leave 60,000 birds laying on the floor over here? We're not going to do that. So we will build a small nest on the wall all the way to the end over there, which is in the process right now, with the birds going to be laying in it. We're going to put some on the wall over there, which the birds will be laying in it. And then some of them will lay on the floor, but they will have a very nice place to lay. So this particular system, personally, I think is a very good system to use. I think it's very, it can prevent a lot of disease. It can also prevent a lot of people coming into your shed. So this is why I decided to use this system for laying, not for broilers. So if you decided to do this kind of thing, there was a little bit of difference. So you can see we've pulled some wooden structure on top of the pillars over here. The reason being, this particular building over here was constructed to be used in future for battery cage system. So the building is very high and it's impossible for us to tie the feeding system and then the drinking system on the trusses you can see up there. So we decided to put some wooden structure on top of the on top of the pillars over here, so that we can hang the drinking system and the feeding system. So if you thinking and you want to use this kind of system, you need to consider the height of your building. This building we decided to make it very high so that in future when we change to battery case system, we can use it for battery case system here. So let me show you guys how the hopper look like and how we're going to put the feed into the hopper, and then the hopper is going to feed the feeding pans over here, and then you can then it's come closer. You can see how it works, and it is very, very efficient, and I think it's very, very good system to use. I know a lot of people use this for broilers, but we are going to use it for, for layers, you know. If you see these things over here, the reason for putting these things over here, so that the birds will not jump and be standing on top of these things over here. So as you can see, it's very unstable. So if they try to jump on top of it, this is going to make it very uncomfortable for them. So this can be raised and this can be put down. For the water, when the birds start drinking, you must put the water system on the floor at all time, not all the way on the floor, like 2 centimeters off the ground, and the birds can drink from it. Anyhow, you can adjust it to make it comfortable for the birds to drink from, and then you do that. But for the feeding system, when they finish feeding, you can raise it up. So we got a system over here. Which I'm going to show to you. It's a mechanism that you can use to raise this up and bring it down whenever you want to. So this system up here, so this is what you're going to use to raise this particular one up. And if you want to bring it down, and then you use it to bring it down as well. And then for the water, you can see that one up there as well. You can use it to raise it up, and you can use it to bring it down as well. So if it's for cleaning purposes or wherever you want to do, it's easy for you to lift it up and clean it and do whatever you want to do. And I think it's very, very simple thing. As I was saying, that I want to show you guys about, I'll show you guys the hoppers, and then I'll show you how we can, the hoppers, when you put the food in the hopper, and then when you turn the system on, and then the hopper feed or the feeding pan, and then the birds can feed from it easy. So we've got 3 hoppers over here. You can decide to have a silo at the back. You could decide to have a silo at the back, and you can use that silo to feed into the hopper, but we're not going to use that. So this is the hoppers over here. Let's bring the camera closer. So this is the hoppers over here. So this is where you're going to put your feet into the hoppers over here. It's a bit dusty at the moment, but it's all going to get cleaned nicely. So there's a system which is called agar through the pipe, which when you switch it on, it spins around, and then it will feed the feeding pan. So for you to feed these things quickly, when you turn the system on, you see this over here, you close it. When you push it like that, it will close it, and then you close all of it, and then the feed will go straight to the end. So when you close all of this, the feed will go straight to the end, and then you can stand over there and start opening them gradually for the feed to come back. And then because it's closer over here, it's easy for you to fill it up, and it can be quickly so as soon as the birds finish feeding, sometimes you have excess of food in here, and you don't want the birds to be overfeeding themselves. So all what you need to do is to lift this up so that they can't feed from it. So we go 1, 2, 3 feeding line, and then we go 4 drinking line for the birds. So it's a very simple thing. Now this shed is completed, and we are waiting for our first 10,000 birds to be arrived. We know it's a 16,000 capacity, but we've decided to start with 10,000 first, and then there's another shed which I'm going to talk to you guys about over there as well, which is also 7,800 capacity over there as well. So what we want to do, we don't want all the birds to arrive at the same time. The reason being is we want to have a system whereby we have eggs all the time. So we decided that we're going to order 10,000 beds, and then we're going to have 5,000 after that, another 5,000 after 3 months. So we're going to have 3 months in between our operations. That means we're going to have eggs at all time. We don't want all the birds to come at the same time, and then when the cycle is finished, then we have to wait for a couple of months. So we can't do that. So for marketing purposes, we've decided that we'll have our first 10,000, and then 3 months we have 5,000. Another 3 months we have another 5,000. So this is what we're going to do. Thanks for watching. I'm going to end this video over here. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and please and then look out for when our birds arrive, and we're going to show you how we're going to do our breeding system here in the Volta region. This is Nick speaking. Please don't forget to subscribe and like.